So today I'm going to show you how to make this cute half shaker Halloween bow. And like I said, it's so cute, you can use it for anything other than Halloween. This is just the telling time period I was making it, but like I said, it works for all the different styles in this sort of manner. So this is what it looks like. And I started out with pockets like these. Okay, so I got the clear ones, and then also brought some ice cream and some fruit ones, as you can see, and I got all of these from Nicola's Craft Shop. So for me, all I've done is taken one of these plain ones and I quite literally folded it in half so it was all evenly lined up, took my scissors and cut straight down the centre of one of my pockets. Okay, and that gave me this side of the shaker. So I'm just going to put that one side out of the way. I also got this selection of Halloween like clays and fillable bits. This cost me £5 for this sort of set with all different things. It doesn't look like a lot, but it's more than it appears in the video. There's quite a lot in each little packet, even though they do seem quite small. So what I do, and I do tend to guesstimate, I am absolutely terrible, I don't sit there with like measurements or anything like that. I just open up the side. What did I put in that one? So open it up and put some of those in, put some of the pumpkins in, and put some of the stars in. I've purposely not left too big of a cut in these, as you can see, just so I don't get them everywhere. I'm just going to add a pinch more of that one, just to make it more balanced to the other one that I've just made. So that's all I put in, not a huge amount. You don't need tons, because once you sort of scrunch it, you'll see in a minute, it sort of makes it look more full than it is. And then I have hair straighteners. Now do bear with me because mine are terrible. And I don't put them on the full power. I'll show you in just a second once they heat up. You will hear my little beep beep. While we do that, we wait for that, we'll get this side. So I've got 3 6-inch pieces of ribbon, and what I did is I wrapped it around this and made sure that I had like a centimetre overlap to sew through in a moment, and you'll see. So that when we sew through, and we are going to sew through the plastic and everything, we'll be able to get our pinches in nicely. And just so you know, my straighteners are cleaner than they look. It's just because I've had them on the desk with my glue and everything and whatnot. So they're there. But the first thing I do with this side, as you can see, I've got mine on like setting 4, so not the highest one, just like a couple down from your highest one. Pop those open. You don't even need the full edge. You just want to take it right on the last little bit and give it a quick little tap. That's all you need. Nothing major. Don't need to hold it down for too long, and that heat will seal that and make it smooth enough to put your stitches through. But as you can see, there's no gaps or anything like that. So that's all you need, just a quick tap on the edge of your straighteners. Now with this side, what I do, like I said, we will check we needed that centimetre there. We want the first one here. I'm just going to get a clip. Make sure it lines up with the top. There. There we go. So that's the first one. And then we are going to take this one, opposite side, which is the same level folded over. sure it goes to the edge, same level as the other side. Clip that in place like that, and then take your last piece, you want it to go in the middle. And I'll just take a couple of clips just here where it overlaps and here where it overlaps, just so it stays in place while I'm sewing. I'm just going to bring that a little forward so that they're all nice and even. There we go. So now I want to take our needle, just a basic needle, and from the bottom you want to sort of, just going to clip it a second and sort of centre it. Because we still want to centre that. So from the bottom there, we're going to do 6 stitches to get, well, we might do more. We'll start with 6 and see where we go from there. I might do 8 or 10, we'll see in a second. Do try and stay fairly even as you're doing this, and make sure you're going through your ribbon and your shaker layer as you're stitching. Okay, once you've got that first bit in, you can take that off. Yeah, we're going to do a few more than 6, but we'll count in a minute. Take that one out of the way. And then the last one back up. Because if you start up, down, you should come back up. So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're going to get 5 pinches. And just so you know, with this, there's a little bit of fraying, so you can lift that up. And in the blue clear bit, keep that. And the other thing is, we don't want too much of this middle either side showing. So I'm going to trim it a little bit as well. Reheat seal that. Make sure you're not catching your stitches. I'm going to do exactly the same this side. I'm going to trim it just a little bit to make the middle nicer. And just reheat seal that. And we can take our clips off. There we go. So this is front. On the back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Before we pinch, I'm going to show you a trick. Tiny dot of glue there. Pinch. Bring that side out. Tiny dot of glue here. That back in your loop. And there you go. Just keeps them all nice in place and stops them from wiggling around. And then you can cinch. And you'll see in a moment you will get 5 creases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you wrap your thread round around the middle. Good couple of times so that it's nice and secure. It does take a little bit of practice, and I do use Goodband's extra strength thread, and I do use John James long sharp darners, which are about 7 centimeters long, which helps to go through the shaker and the ribbon. And then this is what you get. I also sort of give it a little shake and give it a little bit more balance. Okay, then we've got a 9mm and an alligator clip, a little bit of glue across the back, and glue that on the centre like so. A little bit of glue on our ribbon. Open that up, wrap that round, and then we are going to do one of my favourite centres, which is obviously the scrunch middle, and that is purely so we can hide this little bit. Bit of glue. And then just a little bit of 1.5 inch black ribbon. You want about 4 inches, 3.5, 3.5 to 4 inches, and just make your S shape against your thumb. Lighter, pinch it together, heat seal, mind your fingers. Same this side, make your S shape against your thumb, pinch it together, heat, pinch, mind your fingers. And then you dip this side and you dip this side, and pinches a little bit. Use this, so just sort that out. And then on the flat side, some glue, bring it round, a little bit over the centre this side, wrap that over, and that is a touch long, so I'm just going to cut just a little bit off. Make sure it's completely covering all of that mess. It's not quite, so I'm just going to tuck that back a little bit. So that it is. Be careful you don't melt any in plastic if you do that. There we go, that's better. So all of that mess underneath that you could see on the clear side is covered by your centre, is basically the idea of it. It's the whole point of doing the slightly bigger centre, to hide any messiness. So there you go. Cute half shaker bows, half ribbon, half shaker, Halloween bows. How pretty are those? And you can use any combination, you can use any fillings, etc. They're so simple to do. It's just making sure you don't overheat when you go that with your hair straighteners. If you've got a fuse tool, you can use a fuse tool and just run it along the edge instead. But I decided against that impulse buy, although I'm still tempted by it at the moment, so I might have it in the future. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye!